the premier cardiology program in the Rio Grande Valley, the DHR Health Heart Institute combines the latest technology with patient-focused care to create the best healing environment. Today we spoke with cardiologist Dr. Hilary Almeida about atrial fibrillation or AFib.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the most common heart rhythm disorders present, and at any given moment there are about 5 million patients in this country that are afflicted by this condition and counting.
Dr. Almeida tells us AFib is a quivering or irregular heartbeat, and it's important to look out for the symptoms in order to seek medical care as quickly as possible.
Patients with atrial fibrillation frequently present with palpitations, dizziness, lightheadedness, shortness of breath.
Dr. Almeida explains it's important to live a heart-healthy lifestyle in order to reduce your risk of developing AFib.
There are certain things that a patient can do. They involve weight reduction. Sleep apnea, if present, should be diagnosed and treated because it also is a strong risk factor for atrial fibrillation.
AFib can be treated, and DHR Health strives to deliver convenient access to high-quality care when it's needed most.
The treatment in atrial fibrillation is, of course, anticoagulation, because you want to prevent a stroke, which would be quite devastating. Then you want to control the heart rate if the heart rate is rapid, which it frequently is. Beyond that, the majority of patients do better when they are in a regular rhythm. So at times the patient undergoes an electrical cardioversion, which is done in the hospital as an outpatient. And they are frequently started on medication called antiarrhythmic drugs that attempt to keep them in sinus rhythm.
Dr. Almeida explains there are other options for patients who don't tolerate medication.
A good option is ablation of atrial fibrillation. And today we are able to offer patients with atrial fibrillation with a good success rate of correcting their arrhythmia. Success rates as good as 80 to 90% at 5 years for earlier stages of atrial fibrillation.
So if you or a loved one suffers from this condition, don't hesitate to reach out to the doctors at DHR Health. For more information, call 956-362-8430 or visit dhrhealth.com.